The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion. Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, his fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport.
It'll be ding-ding from first off. They're off.
The fighters are ready to go.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Couldn't land that jab. Nice counter shot. Right uppercut just off target. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot moving.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Missed with that right uppercut. Nope, that uppercut does not score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We thought this might be a good fight and a close fight, and it certainly has turned into that, hasn't it?
You've got to be able to change from offensive to defensive, do something different. You've got to change tactics. That's the hardest thing to do mid-fight.
I don't want you to load up.
In the bag, now you've let back into it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Which fighter's going to get caught first?
Todd, have you ever heard the saying, the true power is behind the throne? It's the cornermen, it's what they say to their fighters, how they pump their fighters up. The true power is behind the throne. The fighters are the ones that have got to put it into action.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
They exchange punches. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Right. Let's go out there and get...
Keep smart. God, they have to load up.
There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Hunting.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again.
Whoa, Johnny! Big Daddy in trouble! Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
No, we can't miss him. Great work. Stiff.
All right, now you're switching off. You done all that work in camp. You gotta...
Good work. You was thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up.
You completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible...
Think about the defense and remember what you do. Good work.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And he scores with the counter. Just misses with that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. That big hook doesn't land. Nice counter. Both men step back for just a moment. He threw the hook, didn't land. what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nope, that hook won't score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. There's a counter shot. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round.
Here we go in the 6th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. For the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. And he just misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute
What
uproar.
are you doing? You've switched off completely. I need you to focus
Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the back.
Keep smart. Good work. You was thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
Fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even
Working nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him.
put him back in his place. Come on, you're switching up. You got
Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him.
to win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you let him.
Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That counter punch caught him clean. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate?
The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. So the referee says fight on. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Start just sticking.
Okay, you let him back into that fight, and that's his round. I need you to go back.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one.
Let's just get out there and let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round.
Shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
There's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well done with that counter shot. They drop their guard, they get caught. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? And the referee's going to allow him to fight. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing he expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near